Can you hear me? Okay. Well, so there is a network issue. That's why it's being late to connect you. If it's disconnected, I'm trying my best to connect and try to hold the network. Okay. So let's start the session with the one time Om and Shanti. Come into the sitting position. Keep your back, neck straight, aligned. Relax your body. Gently go into your posture and observe the alignment. Now take a deep, prolonged, slow inhalation for the Om. Inhale for the Om. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Join your both palms. Rub your palms. Place on your eyes. Very slowly while blinking, looking at your palm, gently open up your eyes with a great smile. Say Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Welcome to the Ayurveda class. Today we're going to discuss about the three dosha. Till now we understand the Ayurveda, literal meaning of the Ayurveda, history of the Ayurveda, and the health and the purpose of the human being, right? Now today topic, I'll write it down for you. It's three dosha. Tridosh. Three dosha. Vat, which is made of air plus space. Pit, made of fire plus water, then kapha, which is earth plus water. So just write it down, I'll explain you. Once you write it down, let me know. Done?
I think everyone's done it.
Okay. So, three dosha. What is a three dosh? Three matlab three. It means three. The number three. So, three dosha. It means three. Dosh. Um, three dosha. Three types of attributes. So, dosh. There is no literal meaning, uh, which is very much we don't have in English. And the closer meaning to the dosh. So, I'll explain you. So dosh is kind of attributes, characteristic, nature, or you can understand like like what kind of quality. Okay, so dosh three types of you can say attributes, characteristics, and qualities. Whole world, this whole cosmos is made of the Panch Mahabhut. So remember Panch Mahabhut? It's called Panch. One another word, Panch Mahabhut. Okay, Panch Mahabhut. Panch Mahabhut is like five gross elements. Five gross element is like air, space, fire, water, earth. Right? These are the five elements. You heard about it. Even the physics talks about it. Right? Metaphysics also talked about that whole this world having the five elements, gross element. Every small entity and the big entity is made of the Panch Mahabhut. Whole cosmos is made of the Panch Mahabhut. Star, moons, everything is made of the Panch Mahabhut. Atom is made of the Panch Mahabhut. So these five gross elements is making this three types of quality, three types of attributes by composition of the one with each other. They make these three types of quality, Vat, Pitta, and Kapha. Okay, Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. So Vat, Pitta, and Kapha, what they are composed like Vat is composed with the air element and the space. So composition of the Vat is two element is combined, air and the space make the Vat. This is the composition of the Vat. Pit is made of the fire, the Agni, which we call in Sanskrit Agni, and the Jal, the water. So fire plus water make the Pit. Kapha, earth, the Prithvi Tattva, the Prithvi element, the earth, which we call in English, and plus water. It make Kapha. So these three is the major, qualities of the nature, qualities of this whole cosmos, Vat, Pit, and Kapha. So Vat is also in your body and also present in the outside environment. Pit also in your body and outside in the environment. Kapha is also in your body and outside in the environment. So if you understand the quality, so Vat the quality is what? Movement. If you're looking for the like how you can understand what is what movement, this is the quality of the air and the space. Movement happen in the space, empty space, right? You cannot move when there's no space, so you require the space for the movement. So that make the what, and what the quality is to move. So movement in your body, whatever movement is happening in your body, that's happened because of the what, blinking of your eyes, movement of your hands, talking, walking, anything, whatever movement is happening in your body, that's happened because of the Vat. Pit give Pitta quality is to give the heat. The major quality of these other qualities, but major quality of the Pitta to heat, hot or heat, HEAT, heat. So heat is the quality of the Pitta, like fire. Fire give what? When you burn something, it gives the what? It's giving the heat to you. So same quality is the Pitta. Fire plus water is the opposite, but you require like little bit water you require to light the fire. So fire, like water is what? It is having the oxygen. So water, little bit, it doesn't mean that the water which is you seeing outside, right? I'm talking about water is liquid. So fire would be enlightened when it's come into the contact with the liquid like oil that's had the water quality, right? Little bit liquid in that. So liquidity is, in light the fire. So that is the quality of the pitta, providing you the heat in your body and heat to the environment. What movement in your body and movement in the environment, the whole cosmos, the movement is happening. That's because of the what. Pitta also there's a temperature dropping and increasing. Heat is maintained because of the pitta inside your body and outside. Okay. Now kapha is made of the earth and the water. So solidity, give you the solidity. That is the kapha. The major quality of the kapha is provide you the solidity. You feel solid because of the kapha. Okay. So kapha solidity which you see outside, everything like house, tree is look like a solid, right? Solid to you. So solidity which is outside and your body which is solid, your hands, your face, your torso, your legs, these are the solid form, right? So these are the solid structure of your body. Though your body is made of the atoms, but which you cannot, an atom is made of the Panch Mahabhut, five gross elements, right? But when they combine together, they compose a solid form. So the structure, your body structure are designed. You have certain kind of frame. That's because of the kapha. And solid become when you come into the contact with the little bit water. So earth plus water. Earth is like mud, and when you mix the mud with the water, it you can make any structure, no? You can do the poetry. People make the clay pots, very beautiful clay pots when they mix the liquid with the mud, the water. Water when mixed with the mud, you can create any kind of structure, frame. Same your body structure and same the outside. Everything around you, whatever structure you are seeing, your house, everything, you require the water for that, right? So solidity formed with the help of the water. So kapha. So vata, pitta, and kapha. Okay. So these are the three dosha. These are the three dosha which making you and the outside environment. Now, if so, now we're gonna talk about the location of vata, pitta, and kapha. Though all the three dosha is prevalent entire body from top to the bottom. Okay, but there's a major location, there's a general location also, like blinking of your eyes, movement of your toes, your legs, everything happening because of the vat. Okay, but sneezing, yawning, everything is happening because of the vat. But there's a major location of the vat also in the body where majorly it's located. So below the navel is the location, towards the leg is the location of the vat in your body. Below your navel is the location of the vat. Above the navel, above the navel towards the chest, from navel to the chest, this area. So torso, this area is pit is located, major location, pit is located. Then kapha, this above the throat, this area to this is the location of the kapha. So above the throat kapha. So that's why you see people, have certain kind of problem like lower below the navel region. It takes certain kind of problem like reproductive organs problem or infection. It mostly happen because of the bath imbalance. And when you have the problem between your above the navel and towards your lungs, it means respiratory problems and another thing, hyperacidity or burning sensation you see is because of the pit. Okay, generally I'm talking about it. Then kapha, if you have mucus, cold, coughing, these happen because of the imbalance of the kapha. So because these are the location, once something is going imbalance, you have that kind of problem in that particular area. So these are the major location of the vata, pitta and kapha, and the composition we discuss about it. Understand this vata and pitta and kapha. If I write it down through words, you they play very important role to maintain the health. So two words, Vikrit and Avikrit. Ayurveda, strictly these two words are very much important. Vikrit and Avikrit. Ayurveda strictly believes in the concept of, the balance of everything. It said that if you are not balancing, if there's an imbalance in your body, especially imbalance in what? Vat, Pit and Kapha. Imbalance in the Vat, Pit and Kapha cause of all kind of diseases, all kind of problem, other physiological, psychological, psychosomatic problems. It's happened because of the imbalance in the Vata, Pitta and Kapha. So Vikrit is the imbalanced state, and Vikrit is the balance. So through the rules, regulation, there's more than 7,000 rules and regulation in the Ayurveda mentioned. If you follow that 7,000 rule and regulation, how to live your life, it's more than anything. But I'm not gonna go through all the rules and regulations, but basic rules and regulations we're gonna talk about it. But 7,000 rules and regulations for bringing the imbalanced state to the balanced state. And all you are born Vikrit. You are not balanced. You're born Vikrit. Because balance, you require how you get the balance of the three dosha by putting the effort. You cannot get like I'm born, so I'm getting the balance state. No, it's not like that. The balance you required by putting the effort in that daily, day to day discipline, maintaining the daily practice of the yoga and following the Ayurveda discipline. Through that, you can achieve a Vikrit state. So, three dosha, if it is balanced, you are stepping into the very first step and you become the you. You are now prepared for yourself and you are eligible to practice the yoga. Actually, I'm talking about the traditional types of the yoga, not today type of yoga. Now, today type of yoga is become more completely modified version. Today we are we are seeing it. But ancient time, the yoga is for the moksha, to attain the moksha. People who are looking for the moksha, only those people are practicing the yoga. Sick people doesn't come and practice the yoga at all. Ancient time, they go to the Ayurvedic doctor and they do certain other things. And once they are fit and they have the intention to attain the moksha, then they start practicing the yoga. Otherwise, nobody is practicing the yoga. Only few group of the people. For them, Ayurveda is there for treatment and other things. Now yoga is started using as a therapeutic, as a therapy, because it's connected with the yoga and the Ayurveda. Everything is combined here. So started using we so that's why we are learning the yoga therapy. But for that Vikrit and avikrit state, if we come to that point again, so Vikrit is imbalance, avikrit is balance. Now understand one more thing. This balance state, how you gonna achieve once you get the balance of the three dosha? Very simple. Now we have to balance the three dosha. But what happened? This three dosha is present in your body is gonna affect by the outside environment also. Three dosha is not only present in your body but outside in the environment. So your seasons, day, night, and your lifespan is also divided into the Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. So write it down. The season. Write it down. The season. So winter is for Kapha, summer for the Pitta, autumn and the spring for the Vata. And you have seen that during the autumn and the spring, there's lots of wind is moving, right? Lots of air start moving around. When air is moved, there's lots of movement in the environment. That is because of the Vata. Less or more, but there's a specific time when Vata is increased more in the environment. So during the autumn and the spring, though there's a wind during the winter also and during the summer also, but understand I'm talking about the Indian climate. In European countries, maybe you don't have the four season, and maybe you have just winter and the summer, and maybe summer is very. I remember when I was reading the one poem, and they are glorifying the summer. And I was so surprised because in India, summer is so painful. Like we are scorching, there's an outside scorching sun, and heat is going around 45 degrees Celsius. I'm like, how they can enjoy the summer life in that temperature? Because I never been in that time, the outside world. And then later on, I realized, okay, they have beautiful summer because they only have this winter and they never see in the summer. Later on, I get this idea later on when I started traveling. But earlier, I was so surprised because Indian summer is completely it's so pathetic. You're sweating and so much heat outside, you cannot enjoy it. But poem is so beautiful, talking about and praising the summer. So Ayurveda is talking about the Indian climate. Okay, so understand if there is a um, winter, it means you have the more kapha oriented climate. Okay, so in India climate, in Indian climate, we have the four and five types of the seasons. So accordingly, we have the division. For understand when there is a cold, it means this is the kapha. When there is a heat, more heat, it means or less heat, again it's related to the pit. Okay, so heat, pit, cold, cough. So that's why you can divide it. Okay, and when there's a movement in the environment, you can see that that could be possible because of the vat. Okay, so autumn and the spring is the vat, kapha is the winter, and summer is the pit. These are the seasons divided. Now, when and then write it down, then I'll explain later on. Afterward, then the season, then day is also divided into the Vat and Pit and Kapha. So morning before sunrise, that is the time of the Kapha. In the morning, that is the time of the Pit time start. Early before sunrise, that is the time of Kapha. When sun rises, then Pit time started. When sun is about to set is the Vat. When sun is about to set, that is the time of the Vat, setting time.
Could you say that again, please? Because you broke up.
Guys, can you hear me?
Yeah. Could you say all that again? Because you about the day, because it broke up the
Yeah.
connection.
Okay, yeah. So day, morning time, early morning time before sunrise is the kapha time. Then after when sun is rises, then pitta time is started. Then sun is about to set, is or started setting. That is the time of the vat. Because we have the different time zone, you have the different time zone of sun rising, so we cannot specify with the time, right? Like 5 to 6 a.m. or something like that. So you can understand by the position of the sun. Even in European countries, you cannot see the sun. There is so much cloud and winter, but there is a light outside. It means that is a time when it's pit. Light is there. It means little bit heat is there. Okay, so we can understand this is the pit time. When it's about to set, then we can understand now it's setting. Light is very slowly start fading up. So this is the time of the Vat. So according to the position of the sun, you can divide the Vata, Pitta and Kapha day. Then night is also divided into the Vata, Pitta and Kapha. So early night after sunset, Kapha night is start. After sunset, Kapha night is start. So early night is the Kapha time. Then midnight. Then again you feel the heat in the environment. That is the time. But most of you are asleep, so you cannot feel. But mostly in the midnight, there is a heat in the environment. That is the time of the pit, midnight. Then when late night, when light is about to end, late night is the time of the Vat. And then again start the cycle of the day. Kapha, Pit, Vat, then Kapha, Pit and Vat. Day and night. This is a cycle again start. So Vata, Pitta and Kapha also present in the day, during the day and during the night time. And it is also related to the season. Now your age is also divided into the Vata, Pitta and Kapha. So write it down the age of the Vata, Pitta and Kapha. So child, when you're born, that is the time when you're growing. The growth time is related to the Kapha. You are growing, you are becoming solid. All your organs are becoming solid, already solid, but very, soft. It's later on harden up, right? So child age till the puberty age, once you are not entering, that is the kapha time. And that's why children get more cold. They have lots of mucus. They cover. Have you seen their nose always running and they eat sometime? You know, they eating same. They're nosy. If the something is coming out from the nose and they eating it, it's very tasty for them. We all did these things. So that's because kapha. That's why they everywhere they have the mucus. Ears, sometimes ears is, they have the mucus. So most of the time, their nose is affected, or they have the, a saliva is coming out most of the time. So because most of the kapha, because of the kapha, and they get the kapha problems also, cold, flu, these kind of viral infection easily they get comparison to comparatively to us, they easily get. So because they are in the age of the kapha, and kapha is the age of the growth also. Then pith, once you enter into the puberty, that is the age of the pith. You become rebellious, you want to fight with everything, right? You are fighter, you want to fight, you want to go against with the world and your parents. I know I'm right, I'm gonna do these things. Right? You fight for many things because of the heat in your body, the pith, so many chemical changes happening in your body, and you enter into the pith age. Now, once you enter into the old age, when you gonna enter into the old age depend on you. Okay, you can delay your old age also, and you can call your old age early also. Depend on your lifestyle, your diet, and everything. What kind of thought procedure you are having it. So maybe you are in 30, but people get old in 30s also. They have the joint inflammation, arthritis, diabetic, every problem they are having. So they are old, no? It doesn't mean that they are 30 just. Or maybe you meet with the 60 years old person and they are very fit. They don't have diabetic, they don't hypertension. They are very fit. They delayed their old age. So what if the old, when you enter into the old age, it means you feel the pain in your body. You have the lack of the mobility, because what is balance, it gives you the mobility. But what once it imbalance, so old people have, that's why old people have mostly the movement problem. They cannot move, they cannot fast run like as they used to do in their child, when they are child and when they are in the puberty age. So they are running and their body is popping out. They feel the pain in their joints and everywhere because of the vat. They enter into the vat age. So this is about vata, pitta, and kapha. Other things also we're gonna discuss about it in the tomorrow session, and read more about the vata, pitta, and kapha. Okay, and we're gonna talk about that how this environment gonna affect your inside, right? How the diseases are gonna form. So tomorrow session we're gonna discuss about it. This much you understood, everyone? Any doubt till here? Okay, lovely. So let's end the session with the one time Om and Shanti Shanti. Come into the sitting posture. Keep your back, neck straight, aligned. Gently close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Om. Shanti. 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 Feel the vibration and sensation. Drawing your both palms. Yeah, both palms. Place on your eyes. Feel the warmth. Very slowly while blinking, looking at your palm gently. Open up your eyes with a great smile and say Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
Shanti.
Bless you guys. Meet you in tomorrow class. Bye bye. Take care.
Enjoy Diwali.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Thank you, dear. Bye bye.
Bye.